said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will get the ball first. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So FIU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The inside handoff. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Pressure coming, and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really really sets up this offense nicely. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Terrell. The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll give it to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To throw, it's Terrell. He's got the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, FIU.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Soft spot in the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Here we go, set. Back to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Panthers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll go to the ground. He'll try to take it back. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Terrell. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play. They're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play. Don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job.
Goes upstairs.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind. Some players
turning on the Jets. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Motion from the wideout. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Terrell. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding.
He's going to throw deep right side. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now they'll run the draw. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed. Recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Terrell. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They had dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running to the left. Shakes off the defender. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Panthers. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Caught over the middle. It's Bowie. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Kentucky, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the mountain. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Unloads quickly, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, give on the inside. Knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Might be looking to run. Finds his open man. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Kick is in the air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Yeah, and it's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Trying to set up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. That's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Coming into this one, we